Hi everybody, this is Uncle P from Super Easy Forex, and I just want to show you a little tip because people contact me all the time about different things, but one of the biggest questions that they always contact me about is, hey, how do you trade if you're working a full-time job? And so I kind of share with them one of the things that I switched to do when I was trading and still working full-time. There's a simple thing that you can simply do, and it's not necessarily that you change what you're doing. I don't know what you're doing, but if you had the triple arrow system, everybody in our group know to do this. But just showing you a little tip, what you might want to do is consider doing a different strategy on a higher time frame. And here's one of the things I'm always sharing with my team, and I'm going to show you guys this. You can pretty much spot these yourself, okay? I know we have different shorter scalp things that you could have did, but let's look. As you can see, this is just one pair on the AUD, the Euro AUD on the 4-hour time frame. All right, so I'm just going to go back in time and we'll just stop 1, 2, 3. We'll just stop right here. All right, so this is December, going back a year ago, and watch what happens. Triple arrows come in, the price shoots up, goes up hundreds of pips. Well, let's see how many pips exactly. Goes up to here because the new triple arrow came in right here. So that gave you 836 pips right here, one trade. Now you did carry that trade for about a month from December, beginning of December to January. But hey, that's 800 pips in a month. Okay, do the math. All right, some people don't believe me. 800 pips. Let's do 800 divided by 30. Okay. All right, let's do the numbers. That means you averaged about 26 pips a day. Okay, isn't that about the equivalent of doing a scalp a day? Okay, all right, that was one trade though. Okay, and then you hold it, got in, and it dipped all the way down to here. You see the triples came in right there. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's count the pips again. Oops, wrong tool. Let's count these pips. All right, now you're in January. You carried the trade here to February, another month. That's another 551 pips. All right, and then it said to go up. All right, and it shot around. It just danced around a little bit for a little while. Have to be patient, of course, but again, here's the deal. Wrong tool again, sorry. That was 550 pips. All right, then it got up to here. And again, once you stretch it out, you'll be able to see it cleaner. You can see this clean. Let me move my big head out the way. So as you can see, it just dipped around. It kind of went sideways for a little bit. It does that sometimes. But from here to here, let's count the pips. See what you got. Okay. All right, so here to here, that was still 273. So you carried it for a little while, got 273 pips. Not the best trade, but it's okay. Because, see, you never know whether they're short-term or long-term. But here's where the payoff came in. You stuck to the method, and here it is. Boom, there you go. 300 and something pips. So as you can see, you're making hundreds of pips per month, but you're only in one pair. Now, what if you had 3 or 4 of these going at one time? You get what I'm saying? All right, watch this. You don't believe it? All right, so here we go. We're back here again. Now, here goes a nice one. We had only one that really was just worked your patience and your nerves because it really didn't do a whole lot. But, okay, no big deal. Because watch this. This next one comes in. Look at this monster trade. All you did, and this is still one pair. So triples come in right here. This thing shoots up all the way here. That was another 614 pips, and that ran from April, May, June. Okay, so that was 600, so about 200 some pips a month on one trade. Now again, keep in mind, and I'll move myself down here, all you need is about 3 of these running at any given time. Oh, let me move my head again. Here we go, because I'm trying to show you. See, any given time, all you need is 3 of these running. You don't have to have a bunch of them. So that's another 400 and something pips. So imagine you have 400 pips, 500, let's just average it, 500 pips a month, all right? And you take that by 3 different trades. Let's just say you just find 3 good pairs that you like. I'm not going to tell you which pairs because in my group, that question comes up, hey, what's the best pairs to kind of look at this on? We discussed it in our live trade sessions, which are free when you sign up. We do have free live trade sessions, and the trade schedules are involved in your tutorials as a printout. But the truth of the matter is, we kind of talk about which pairs are the best ones that I like to look at and utilize for swing trading, because that's what it is swing trading when you're holding it for several days to several weeks. But the point is that when you have about 3 or 4 of these running, that's all you really need. It's about 3 or 4 of these running at any given time that'll net you anywhere from, now I can't say because it's a video and people well, you said specifically, I'm not being specific because who knows, but generally you will get a minimum of over 1,000 to 2,000 to 3,000 pips a month just trading 2 or 3 pairs off the higher time frame, especially with the triple arrow system, because it's telling you when you're supposed to get in and when you're supposed to get out on the higher time frames. Get what I'm saying? Now, the trade-off is that you're required to have a lot of patience, because unlike scalpers and and day traders who have the time to sit in front of their computer, look for setups, they scalp, they hit, get that 20 pips, blah blah blah. Okay, that's fine. But realistically, like I was teaching my team, when you actually add up the numbers at the end of the month, it pretty much balances out to be the same exact thing. So it's not like because you're having to hold your trades longer that you're missing out on more pips. Actually, you're missing out on more risk, right? Because the more times you enter the market, the more risk you're potentially having to your account. Also, like I taught them, now we do have a trader in our group, several people who's professional traders in our group. One of them is Miss Jenny. She's one of the instructors, and for our Signal service, which is a separate service we offer for just $69 a month after you purchase the trading system. If you want that, that's fine. But part of what they do in there, they're freaking beasting it out because they be banking all kinds of scalping pips in that group under the leadership of Miss Jenny, who's one of the instructors. But the point is that they know what they're doing, okay? They know what they're doing. But if you're just by yourself and you don't know what you're doing, you don't understand the markets and things of that nature, you'll blast through your account and you'll be win some trades, lose some trades, win some trades, lose some trades. And realistically, at the end of the day, you're going to see that you're not really coming out ahead just because you sat in front of your computer more hours than a normal person. When in essence, you could have saw something like this trade right here, took you 30 seconds just to right click, enter the trade, and the markets are closed, but boom, you would have, see, markets are closed, but boom, you would have entered the trade. Your trade line would have been here. You just drag it below and we tell you where to put your stop loss, and then boom, you're done for a whole month. And it took you about 30 seconds to 1 month? 30 seconds to a minute to place your trade, and you're done for a month, as opposed to sitting in front of the charts going over and over and over again, getting frustrated because you scalping and they scalping you, you scalp and they scalping you, you scalp, won a trade, okay, now you're happy, but then they scalp you back for 3 more trades, and you just back and forth, 1 step forward, 3 steps backwards, when you could have took 1 trade. It required patience, but you would have been cool. Also, what's nice about it, for those who's working, look at these candles right here. I want to show you this one. See this candle here, that wick? These are news candles. And as you can see on the higher time frames, now this is not always, because as you can see, some of these will hit your stop loss and you just re-enter it because they just stop hunt. They can't do it all the time. But as you can see, some of these, they just stop hunts. They try to take you out every once in a while, and that's going to happen even on the higher time frames, but at least you know what's going on. These are big news candles like interest rate news and things like that, where it does that. But oftentimes you'll get these kind of candles, these right here, where news will come out on the 4-hour time frame and it won't even bother your trade because you're on a higher time frame. As you can see, look at this candle. See, it was in the direction of what? Boom. Look at this candle. Even though it shot up actually in your favor. See what I'm saying? All right, now you took it in the opposite direction. Look, this one wicked in your favor. Came down, they retested this, boom. All right, some people got taken out right here, but not you, because you were just holding it anyway. Now, of course, you can take profit as it's going down, stuff like that. That's totally up to you. But again, look at this last one. Boom, it still went in your favor. So see how it went down, came down, retested, but still continued down, and then you get the reset to go the other way, and boom, there it goes. See, sideways for a little bit, quite frustrated, and then all of a sudden it hits to the top, boom, then it tells you go down, nice smooth drop. See, some of these are going to be smooth drops, some are going to be sideways moves for a while. Either way it goes, when you're trading and you want to make money in the Forex market, just treat it like you would your 401k or IRA. You don't look at those every day, right? You don't look at those every week. Why? Because you got to have patience. So you switch from being a scalper to being an investor and looking at the higher time frames, especially with the triple arrow system, which really makes it easy for you to see these things. And voila, it's not that hard. Now you're making money and you're not even in front of the charts. You can even be on vacation like I do. I go on vacations, I travel, I do other things, not because I'm somebody special, but it's just because these are the type of trades I'm looking for every week off the 4-hour time frame, so I can just be out and about, have my time freedom, and still be making pips just like anybody else, except for it's not that tough, because guess what? I'm on 4-hour time frame. See, look at this beauty. Boom, right there. Look at that. And then shot down. Triples reset. Boom. Said come on in. Boom. Triples right here. Boom. See? It's just same pair. I ain't even switched pairs. This is just one. So imagine you have 3 or 4 of those running every week, right? There you go. Now you can see how you can clock some pretty big pips without the effort. Okay? All right. Hopefully this video helped, because our question comes in every single week about, hey, I work full time. How do I trade? Well, this is one of the easiest ways to do so, especially with the triple arrow system. Okay? So if you would like to join, please just simply go to www.supereasyforex.com and just sign up. Click on the join button. Once you sign up, you have instant access. You don't have to wait on any emails, responses, logins. You're going to create your own username and password. Once you purchase the system, just log right back in with the username and password that you created and just start going through each tutorial step. And this is literally labeled step 1, step 2, step 3, In step 5, we do offer, like I said, a signal service, but that's in step 5, and it has the information about that. And if you would like to join the signal service, that's fine too. It's several different professional traders who provide the signal services, and they provide classes for you to learn. And Miss Jenny, like I said, she'll do a out of the blue, and she'll put it in the notification channel so you're aware. Hey, if anybody wants to jump on in, let's do a scalp session together. I mean, it's just fun. Okay, so it's not just signals. You get live scalping sessions with her. Mr. Elvis provides information on his Ichimoku cloud trading off the 5-minute time frame and stuff like that, and blah blah blah. So it's a lot that you get with that little $69 a month. Okay. And also, just so you know, one last thing, for everybody who did purchase the system last week, thank you so much, because your money was donated to the Autism Foundation. This week, we've decided we're going to be supporting food for the poor. And I've already made the announcement to the team, because a lot of us in there, we all donate to different organizations every single week. This week, our funds with your portion of your purchase will be going to feed the poor. Every week, we choose a new foundation. So that's where your money is going. Okay. All right. Well, I've got to go. Finna go out on a lunch date with my wife, but I just wanted to do a quick video just to help you guys out. Hopefully this was helpful. God bless.